name's Alex Rodriguez, reminding you, you don't need a contractor, you need a team of pros.
Audio in.
Hey everybody, Alex with Bay Cities Construction here. I want to introduce you to our new designer, Allie.
Hi, how are you?
Folks, we're going to be talking, we have a very exciting show. We're going to be talking about design today. We're going to be talking about appliances and a lot of other cool kitchen and bathroom remodeling topics. So stay tuned. We want to, we're going to have some giveaways. We got some Bay Cities gear, okay? Little t-shirt action here. These are the brand new Bay Cities Construction t-shirts.
Hot off the press.
Hot off the press, so the first 5 people to share will get some goodies from us. So stay tuned.
My name's Alex Rodriguez, reminding you, you don't need a contractor, you need a team of pros.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the show. We got some free cool gear for you. Let's get started with the program. Allie and I are going to talk design today, in case you missed us earlier at the beginning of the show. So let's get into it. We've got some really cool projects, really cool pictures to share with you. Let's get started. So tonight's episode, I want you folks to become intimately aware that we have a few new designers, one of which is the very talented Allie.
Hello, how are you?
So we're going to be talking about bathroom trends, we're going to be talking about kitchen design trends, and we're going to talk about permitting and appliance review. We've never done an appliance review. A lot of you folks have some questions. Remember, it makes the show much more fun to be able to send us your questions. In fact, we're going to have a moment of the show where we're going to have you guys email the pictures of a kitchen or bathroom you're considering remodeling, and we're going to give you our feedback on what can be done with the space. So let's get into it. So I want to introduce you a little, have Allie give you guys a little bit of background info on her.
All right, so my name's Alexandra. I've been so privileged to be part of Bay Cities. My background is in fashion design, and then so happens it came into interior design. My love for fabric, my love for stone, as well as my love for design definitely coordinate with our amazing team. So I'm very privileged to be part of the team.
Fantastic. All right, cool. Let's share some bathroom design trends with folks. Hey, do you guys have any questions about the trends? You guys have a bathroom that looks like it was trending 1980s status, or maybe even a little older, a little 70s status? Go ahead and share some pictures. In fact, if you send some pictures to Brian at baycitiesconstruction.com, we'll handle that for you. So Allie, what are we looking at here? Is this first picture that's on our screen here?
So pretty much it's a black and white. We are looking also at the arch. We know that arches are pretty much amazing. It pretty much focuses in on the design aspect of the room. The black and white tile allows pretty much to have a mono black and white look, which is very in at this moment. So it's very good for large bathrooms. It allows the space to pretty much focus in. And then it's just a really good, it's known for 17th century design as well. So history definitely plays a big role in this design as well.
So I want to bring your attention to a couple of themes, right, that I find interesting. Like look at the backdrop, right, like the subway tile. You know, it's such a simple tile, inexpensive tile, but when you lay it out right, when you install like a darker grout, you know, it really
Pops out.
It pops. It makes it look very sophisticated. For those of you wondering, do you guys know what the tile is on the floor of this bathroom? I want to see if any of our viewers can guess what material that is. So is it concrete tile? Is it painted, hand painted tile? Is it porcelain? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? I'd like to see if you guys can chime in and see what we got here. Now take also a look at the vanity. Now it's a dark vanity, right? It's a free floating vanity. It's let me tell you a little secret. It's a vanity we hate to install.
Low key.
I don't have an opinion on it. I really hate installing the vanity. There's a good reason for it. It looks good. It's
Yeah.
easy to clean underneath that vanity, right?
It sure is, definitely, and allows for the open space to pretty much collaborate with the clean vanity, and then also the open drawers with the contemporary look allows for it to be pretty, very contemporary.
Yeah, it's definitely a pretty modern looking vanity, which is, you know, it's funny when you get a modern looking vanity like that and you put the hardware that they chose. See, the hardware is not modern, right?
Yeah.
Even though the doors are slab doors, but the hardware on there is got a little detail to it. I wouldn't consider that to be a modern per
Flair.
se. Yeah, modern flair per se. But I think
Definitely.
they were dialing it in to what they were going for in this space, which is basically the trend, right? Which is black, gray, and white.
Correct.
That's like the deal. And
Which is super easy.
absolutely, and it's a nice clean look. The more white you have in the space, it looks bigger. I think that's why most people really like that.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you why I don't like a free floating vanity. Not so much the door style. Like that door style is totally cool. Like so for those of you that are kind of lost in me talking about it, can we go back? Can you show them the picture of the deal? So that is not a problem. When it's free floating, when it doesn't have any legs, you have to reinforce the wall, meaning that you have to put solid backing back here. So this is construction related, maybe not so much a little design related, so bear with me here. But you have to reinforce the wall in how it's done. And basically you cannot put drywall behind it. A lot of contractors don't have any experience, they'll put drywall back there. And when you put weight on the edge of the sink right here, like when you're brushing your teeth, that pushing down on the weight will crush the drywall, and it will actually cause the vanity back where the faucet is to separate a little bit from the wall. So it's just on my end, you know, I don't like to put an extra expense on the homeowner. So it's totally doable, but it takes a little bit of work to prepare the wall correctly so that a vanity like that can work. So hey, let's talk a little bit about that tub, right? I mean, like that looks like a tub that you come to at the end of the day.
And it's very traditional, and very contemporary at the same time. But it allows it to be more of a staple piece with the archway as well as the chandelier. So that is the focal point of the bathroom. Those tubs have pretty much been in since 18th century, correct?
They are, yeah.
Yeah.
The price has gone up a little bit since
The popularity.
That's like folks. That's like a $6,000 tub, plus another
But it's worth it.
$2,600 for the valve. And by the way, we probably got to get the plumbing because in nobody's house is there plumbing coming out of the floor.
Correct.
So that whole little setup there could set you back about 10 to 12 G's. So keep that in mind. Well, hey, listen, nobody said the beauty is cheap, right?
That is true. And we do need to invest in ourselves.
Beauty is definitely not cheap. So, what do you think about this little palatial walkway here on the left? We got quite a fancy schmancy situation here.
A lot of beautiful arches that represent to a 17th century design. They're also known for just pretty much allowing the room to be a focal point. Entryways are really good. They're also good for entryways as well as bathrooms as well as kitchens. And we also know that arches are pretty much, I mean, they've been there for the beginning of time. Even with castles as well, substantially amount, the design is beautiful.
They definitely have a high ceiling in there. You notice this is definitely not your standard 8 feet. It's probably
Correct.
probably closer to maybe 9, maybe it could be 10. Now here's a little hidden piece of info. You see, it's kind of a little bit hard to tell. So if you look at this back faucet there, right? That's pretty clear that is a shower, right? But it's not. It's not just a shower. You see this bottom little nozzle down there? That little bad boy right there? That's a steam room. It's a steam room. The true shower
Fancy.
is actually where that drain is. See that shower drain on the floor there? And you got your overhead here.
Wow.
So design-wise, this is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Not too many houses can you
With the plumbing and all, huh?
you have the depth, right,
Yeah.
to be able to install something like
I
this.
could definitely see that.
So basically the setup is like it's a walkway, right? But here's your valve to turn the hot and cold on, right? You hang your robe right there, and then you really just proceed forward to your rain head, setup, and or you just keep going straight, right, and jump into your steam room there. So that's a pretty neat situation there. What do you think of now? What do you think of these colors? Because for the last few bathrooms we've done, they've been mostly kind of gray and it's a little bit warmer, right?
Well, I really like the different tones of stone that they have going on. If you look on the floor, definitely you could see that's an easy parquet of stone. But also it brings a lot of medium. So we do have we have different stones, different tile. It's pretty. It has a lot of boldness to it. So that's something that I do love about it. Instead of it being so contemporary, it's black, gray. Everybody loves gray. Don't get me wrong, but it's nice to have a good medium about it. There is definitely a lot of texture and different mediums that can definitely comply with this look.
I agree. I think that there's a few little hidden. So you got an elaborate. This is actually a very complex design in my opinion, because you have a lot of layers of amazingness, right? and sometimes when you get too much amazingness, it looks
It's overwhelming.
It's a little overwhelming. But
Yeah.
so let me share with you what I see, right? So this countertop here is a quartzite. I think it's based on the movement of the stone. I think it's a Taj Mahal. It's called Taj Mahal. There's probably about a handful of different names for it, but the popular name that's sold under is Taj Mahal.
That makes sense.
And it's a quartzite, so it's super hard, and it doesn't steam very easily, even though it's very light in color. And it's got some really nice warm tones in it. So it
Brings life.
It brings some life
Yeah,
onto the counter.
definitely.
And it definitely matches really well with the cabinetry. Now, folks, this is custom cabinetry, okay? This is not your
Two-toned.
It's not your IKEA situation. Okay, right? So you got a two-tone deal, which is very difficult to do. Well, not difficult, but it's expensive.
And set.
It's at par with the bathroom, right? I mean,
Yeah.
folks, for those of you curious, in fact, I'm gonna give a free gift card, the first gift card, if you can tell me, if you can guess correctly what you think they spent on this bathroom.
Ooh, that is a super good question.
Okay, what do you think this bathroom was worth? So 30,000 to 50,000, 60,000 to 80,000, 100,000 to 130,000.
Ooh, let's see.
A, B, or C? What do you guys think? Share comments below. We got anybody
Yeah.
guessing now?
Make sure to say quiz question 1, so we know.
Quiz question 1. Addressing quiz question 1. What is the value of the Taj Mahal bathroom?
Fancy cat.
Yeah. Okay, so before we move over, for those of you wondering what this handrail is over here on the right side, it's not. It's an electronic towel warmer,
Yeah.
so that your tushy can be greeted by a nice warm towel as you step out of your bath. Look, hey guys, I don't have this in my house, but I really wish I did.
Low key, it is fantastic. If you ever want to invest in yourself, get this bathroom.
It's pampering. I've installed a couple of these, and I haven't tested it out. It'd be awkward.
Maybe.
But I was tempted a couple times. I had a customer that was out of town. No, you won't, folks. Listen, after we remodel your place, you're not going to find your contractor in your shower taking a shower. It's not
That
gonna
won't happen, I promise you.
However tempted. Do we have any questions? Do we have any comments?
We can thank Lydia for her response.
Oh, great. Thank you, Lydia. We appreciate you.
Lydia. Hey, Lydia, don't forget to share it. Folks, those of you watching, share it. Share our stream. And please participate. It makes it a lot more fun.
Yeah,
We'll let them know
definitely.
after the show.
All right, right on. We'll let you know after the show who won quiz question numero uno. A cup of coffee. I'll get you a cup of coffee from Pete's gift card.
Cheers.
So cheers.
Cheers.
This is tea, folks.
Literally, it's tea.
It is.
After hours tea.
All right, let's move on to the next one. What do we got over here on the right side? We've got an archway, right?
Definitely an
That's a
archway.
trend. It's a trend now. And then it looks like that vanity got made up by some recycled pallets or something.
Yeah, some reclaimed driftwood, and I can tell you this driftwood is a #1 look. We all know that different vendors and different pretty much different designers use a lot of driftwood. It's a classic look, don't get me wrong. It allows your grays and your creams and pretty much your whites to blend beautifully. I love the look, especially with the concrete basin. It's not your normal basin where it's, you know, pretty much mounted, but it's pretty much placed very contemporary, but it also allows more of the washroom. So it pretty much gives you more space on that. And our vanity underneath, you can see that's open, so you could put some baskets in there, some towels or washcloths, whatever the case may be. And the flooring, it definitely has a concrete medium look to it, which is huge right now. Concrete, the gray look is great, but then the white allows you to have that freshness in that room without drawing into that dark gray all the time.
Right on, right on. That it looks like an arched wood door. Just keep in mind that, like, you know, if money is no object, no problem. But arched wood doors are super expensive and they're hard to get. You gotta custom make them.
Yeah.
There's a place out in the valley that we get our arched doors from, but it's you know, it takes a long time. It's a 4 to 6 week deal just to get the door, and it's a neat setup. You know, there's some drawbacks to wood doors. I don't know that I would use a wood door in a bathroom like this, but overall, the arch, the kind of the setup for the space looks cool. Looks cool. It doesn't look cramped for a relatively small bathroom. Right? That's a small bathroom.
And it's pretty simple. I mean, it's really more of the mediums that are really drawing the room for the characteristic that it is. It's simple but elegant at the same time.
I agree. All right. Second bathroom trends. The matte black. The matte black.
It's like Batman's bathroom.
So, hey man, there's people that like the modern situation, right?
Yeah, it's beautiful, by the way. It's really known for matte black by using with white. We all know white and black work really well with design. But if you do want to change your kitchen or you do want to change your bathroom, a little suggestion, you can do knobs and hardware that can definitely pull a big difference in there. Matte black is another choice instead of having the stainless steel, the brushed nickel, but it allows a contemporary look without overwhelming the room.
I agree. You know, Rolex just came out with a matte black watch.
I didn't even see that.
I'll tell you what, man, I want one of those things.
Christmas time.
That looks amazing. If my wife is watching,
Hint, hint, hint.
Rolex. I think it's called a PVD.
Ah,
Anyway, let's get back to the matte black faucets here.
yeah.
So on the left here we've got some marble, right? We've got some white marble.
Beautiful marble.
And they wanted to make that marble pop by giving a little contrast. So you got a little dark matte valve there. Interesting setup, you know. By the way, a setup like that on the left side requires the whole room to be waterproofed. Okay, notice that there's no shower curtain or anything
Yeah.
there. Yeah. I think you'd also probably have a bit of a hard time getting this past here in LA because that window's so low. Your window is going to have to be tempered glass because it's so low. Any window that's below the windowsill is below 5 feet from the ground has to be tempered glass. But cool look, nice little niche, right?
Beautiful, very contemporary. Allows pretty much the hardware to pop out and give the volume of the room, the body of the room.
So check this out. The next picture, the one next to it, which would be the next picture, with the green tile. You've got a lot of stuff happening there, right?
Yeah, I feel like it's a little eclectic. We do have the brick tile in the back. We have a little contemporary flair. We have a traditional look, a traditional Moroccan style eclectic rug. So it isn't as plain as we thought it would be, but it has great mediums to it. We even see on the marble in the back that it also has a medium to it as well. The matte black pretty much calms the whole room and allows it to pull in together very beautifully, by the way.
I love the color of the vanity. That's an awesome color.
Yeah, it brings in the richness of the browns and
It looks good against the green, too.
yeah, I like it. And the rug, trust me, pulls it all together. Little things like that allow you to pull in different colors. Don't be afraid to pull in a pop of color or something that's an inspiration. It can be done. It just has to be done in a way where everything blends in clean, not overwhelming. But you'll definitely know the difference with pulling that in.
I gotta tell you, I like pretty much everything in this room. The only thing that is freaking me out is that light fixture. Like that looks.
It's unique. I'm optimistic.
Yes, it is. Unique is an adjective.
That is.
Hey, like, I don't know, man. I really love this thing.
Yeah. Maybe they just needed some extra lighting in between. But sconces like that, that's predominantly more of your interest, the placement.
Yeah. Well, they killed two birds with one stone, right? They got
Yeah.
that kind of bulb setup gives you light in the shower, gives you light in the vanity.
Definitely.
Hopefully you get some nice, I don't know if you can get equal or even light for putting up makeup on.
Yeah, we all know about that, but hey, we'll do what we do.
Let's see what we got next here.
Let's take it also some of our viewers.
Oh yeah, what do
Yes.
you got, Brian?
Aaron Hernandez.
Yay!
Aaron Hernandez. What's up, Aaron? How you doing, man?
Hello,
Lydia.
Lydia.
Brian.
Hello, Brian.
Hey, so we've got, this is our bathroom. We did this bathroom for a beautiful family in Manhattan Beach a couple of years ago. It was a master. Actually, we did all 3 bathrooms in their house.
Beautiful.
So let me share with you the different layers of what we got going on here. Oh, okay. So what do we got going on here? We've got a frameless shower door, truly frameless. You see that the corner there is a mitered 45, and so you got a panel, fixed panel deal. Is that okay?
Can we put it outside?
Okay. All right. So with let me just go ahead and continue with the glass enclosure. To me, realistically, it allows the room to be open. And allows for a cleaner look. We all know that the showers are normally closed in with some walls or whatever the case may be. But with the design, allows it to be more clear. And that's the focal point. That's a great statement to the shower. I always say the shower and the tub and the toilet should be the theater of the room more than anything. Even with the tile, allows with the dimensions of some teal, some green. We also have a little bit of a whitewash that adds for a blending. But I love enclosed showers. They're just beautiful. Feels elegant too.
I gotta tell you, this shower was, of that year, it was probably the nicest master that we did. And I gotta share with you, so we value engineer our deals here, right? So this tile looks way more expensive than it was. This is a very reasonably priced tile. It's under $10 a square foot, I believe. What was the most expensive part of this bathroom was the custom made bathtub. That bathtub is actually 6 feet long, and it's made here by Hydro Systems.
Wow.
So most bathtubs, as you know, is 5 feet long, right?
Correct.
So the homeowner, he's kind of a tall, fellow.
I could
6
see that.
6 foot plus.
Definitely.
And you know, the funny part of this whole, the tub's kind of big and everything, but we replaced a big jacuzzi in here, right? And they thought that the jacuzzi was too big of a, it took up too much space.
Yeah,
in the
I
bathtub.
could see that.
The bathroom's is not that big. So, but he wanted to still be able to fit in there. So we got him a 6 foot tub. Hydro Systems is here in California.
Okay.
They're local manufacturers, so we love to support local businesses.
Definitely.
What's that?
Link in our bathroom.
Oh yeah, we'll put a link too. Thanks, Brian, for reminding me. So, Hydro Systems did the tub for us. It is a 6 to 8 week turnaround time, but it's worth it. The products are awesome.
It's American made. It's California made. Why wouldn't you want that?
Absolutely.
Definitely.
American made. The bathtub is also, the Hydro Systems tubs are real thick, so they give you a solid feel. A lot of the kind of the cheaper imported tubs, the vinyl is real thin, so it
feels
spongy.
differently.
Yeah, the floor when you
Definitely.
step in it is spongy. Kind of the walls are spongy. It doesn't. It just feels like it's
Well,
cheap.
cheaply made. Definitely. You get what you paid for.
Definitely, this bad boy was in the $3,000 range, which is pricey.
But it's worth it when you're that tall. Definitely. You don't want to feel uncomfortable in something, especially when you remodel. Little characteristics like that, when we know how tall you are, how you use your bathroom, that allow the remodel to pretty much personalize your house due to your characteristics, which is the best, because no one can move into a home and say, hey, this is exactly what I wanted. We all know that there's something that you can change that can dramatically make the room full of body and definitely characteristic with your life.
Definitely. The funny part of this whole deal, right, is that the person, the family member that used this tub the most was their 3-year-old grandkid.
Hey, bubble time.
It really was.
I could see a
That kid,
huge bubble time.
Pam, the homeowner, she's telling me that her grandson loved. Actually, her grandson's not 3 years old. The grandson's
Probably
like a
swimming in
couple
there.
years old. Yeah, 2 years old. So, by the way, incidentally, if you guys are thinking about getting your bathroom remodel, and you have kids in this tub, you see that there's this hose there. Always make sure that your contractor installs the hose so that the bottom of the loop, right, the bottom
Oh,
of the loop
definitely.
hits the bottom of the tub. That way, a child's head can't get caught in it.
Correct. Those are great
In a
aspects.
shower too. In a shower, a lot of times see like that shower setup. You want to make sure you're down. We have a question.
We have a question from Redondo Beach. How long did this project take to complete?
Holy moly! This is part of 3 projects. So, gosh, I think we were there for over 4 months. I think we were there over 4 months. That bathroom itself, we were delayed because of the darn tub. That tub did delay.
Well, that
us
makes
a
sense.
couple days.
It's definitely the stunner piece of the room, and it's American made, so it did take a while.
It took a while, but
Yeah.
I mean, it was worth it. So the other little feature I just wanted to bring your attention to is we had some material left over from the countertops. So if you look at, if we can go back over to the slide, you'll see that that on the top of the pony wall, we used the leftover material from the countertop, and that was a nice. It brings everything together. Right?
Yeah.
It's a nice little feature.
It's a great contrast, by the way. It allows the shower and the bath to be its own design look, and pulls in a border too. So
It was cool. We needed somewhere for the towel to die into, so that turned out pretty cool. All right, let's go to the next one. See what we got here. So these are 2 pretty modern bathrooms. What do you think
super
about
modern, very clean. You can definitely see that there's a lot of clean lines in through both of these bathrooms. On the left-hand side, there is a little bit of a 1950s flair to it, but then if you pull away the furniture and you just see pretty much the characteristics of the bathroom, very contemporary. We also, on the left-hand side, just the knobs for our shower, and then the shower overhead with that. But pretty much not, what would be the technical name for this shower wall?
So, so the kind of the feature about this deal is you've got a curbless shower, right? So if you notice the area, if we go back over to the picture, the area inside of the shower and the outside of the shower, it's flush, right? So on this end, there's no door. If you don't have a shower head that shoots straight down, you could run the risk of water coming out. Although not too much not to worry really, because typically we waterproof all of this area out here. It's mandated by code. In case you were wondering, so this is going to geek out on you a little bit.
It's just a tad bit.
So the code requires that from the drain to where the glass ends, you have to have a slope of 1/4 inch per foot. So from this distance to this distance, the slope has to be 1/4 inch per foot. That is kind of a tricky deal. If you don't get that right, you get puddling, and in many cases you get water that actually seeps
out,
outside.
yeah.
And it's really kind of a
Yeah.
going
Well, it's a
there.
great incline. A subdued pretty
So-
much it's decreasing
thi-
into
yeah,
it.
Yeah. This setup here though is prefab. This white PCC, this looks like it was made. It was prefabricated and set in place, and then the masons brought the tile that's outside even with it. So it's a pretty cool. It's a pretty cool piece. There's actually a few manufacturers that make that. We saw that at the KBIS show a few years ago in Vegas. It's always a good excuse to go to Vegas. The
Right.
kitchen and bathroom show. All right, so let's look at the one on the right. Kind of this is kind of like a very beachy type of
Yes.
of a deal, right? I mean, the one on
Definitely.
the right, with the teal and stuff.
Yeah, that color, I can't tell you. It doesn't matter if you are doing, well, pretty much with housing, furniture, as well as with remodeling bathrooms and kitchens. That color is bold. Everybody loves that color with gray. I can't tell you enough people that live around the beach area gravitate to this color with the driftwood. But you see here, we definitely have very clean lines, white and spruce. But then our contemporary basin allows it pretty much to kind of, everything's very balanced. Nothing's overwhelming each other in this room, definitely. The only difference is obviously we do have with the glass, it's halfway open, which is kind of easy because, hey, go in, go out, get over, take care of your business. But I also love the design of the shower tub. You can see that it inclines in. It has a little bit of a modern flair to it with a contemporary concept.
Definitely. I think I got to give credit to the homeowners of this deal. Most people would be kind of a little bit scared to go with such a dark floor.
Yeah, like a concrete, a charcoal gray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely, it's dark, you know,
Yeah.
but it looks cool. I think there's so much nice light on the rest of the space.
Yeah.
They put 2 lights. in
It
the
pops
shower,
up. It pops
which is
really
unusual.
nice.
Yeah, it looks cool. Looks cool. What do you guys think? You guys, which one do you like more? The one with the red towels or the teal? Would you, share your comments below. I'd be curious to see what you guys think.
Right? Let me
All
pop
right,
it
let's move on.
red.
Let's see what we got here. The 4th bathroom trend, monochrome style. And then what's the other one? What's the other bullet point there?
Ultra modern.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool. So what do we got here? What do we got on the walls? We got a subway tile setup, right?
Correct. You want to speak about? No.
So this looks to me. You notice how these tiles are uneven?
I noticed that.
So-
That was one of the things that had my eyes drawn to.
It's not an accident, folks.
Ah,
It's not an
I
accident.
would say it would be, but you know, design is design.
So this tile here is actually on the price scale. It's a little bit on the higher end of the price scale because it's made to look like that. It's made to give the wall a little bit of
But
texture.
beautiful.
Looks really cool. Got a little penny tile action on the back of that niche. Super modern vanity there.
Yeah.
Let's look at a few more of them.
Yeah. That also has a 1920s flair to it too.
I think so because of the brick. It's kind of mimicking like a brick
Yeah.
deal.
Midwest kind of flair to it.
And
with
they
some
have an exposed
1920s.
copper pipe. That's kind of bold.
It's industrial.
It is industrial.
Very industrial.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a chic meets shab.
Oh, beautiful.
So, folks, I tell you that these black floors, it's like a little bit of a. It's you may like it, but it's 1980s. To me.
love them.
I think Miami Vice.
Put a little bit of gold in there. You'll be Miami Vice. Black and white. I love black and white. I think it's something that will never, ever go away. Not everybody's going to be in tune with the black floor. It may be a little overwhelming, but to me, you can't go wrong with black and white and clean lines and adding a little wood, a little gold, maybe some copper. It really brings it in. Again, you see that matte hardware in there too.
I like the matte hardware.
I
for sure.
love it. It just screams beautiful.
Now I got to tell you that I do have a soft spot for that tile. That tile to me, and I'd be curious to see what you guys think it is.
Yeah.
But it looks like basalt. So in a bathroom about 4.5, 5 years ago, we installed that material. Dude, that material looks good. I dug it. It looks good. The pictures that I took of that bathroom didn't do it justice because it was black. I couldn't get the lighting right.
Yeah, it's hard though. It gives more justice, definitely being visual there.
But we've got a bathroom coming up in Torrance that we're going to be putting in the subway tile like that. So,
Yeah, definitely. We saw it, and it's more gray than anything, right?
well, yeah, it'll be gray grout like this one, and it looks real nice. If you guys have a small bathroom, a good tip is use white, a lot of light colors.
Yeah.
And subway tile to keep the cost down is a good technique to do that.
Yeah, it keeps it open, and using that white light also just pretty much opens the space.
Absolutely, yeah. If you can get just a little bit of a window or maybe some light through like a solar tube in a bathroom,
Crucial.
you can definitely get it to pop with some light colored walls.
Definitely.
We got anything else? What do we got?
So
What do we got?
Robert, thank you. We're working on the audio.
Robert, thanks, man. I'm sorry we got a little problem here with the audio. Can
We
you guys hear me
appreciate
okay?
you.
Can you guys hear me all right?
Good to go now.
We're good now?
Oh,
All right.
yay.
Cool.
Okay.
So this is a powder room that we did. We're going to talk a little bit about vanity lighting. Lighting up small spaces, small bathrooms. This is custom vanity in this case. And okay, here, quiz question number 2. Look at these countertops, folks. Look carefully. Are these countertops quartz or man-made material, or is it a marble?
That is hard.
Is it a marble? Quiz question number 2. Got some freebies, some giveaways. What do you got over there? We got
we got over here?
You got some Starbucks cards.
Yes, this is how I feel. Coffee Junkie 101. Starbucks always helps you out. And then also we got some Olive Garden, which is amazing. Unlimited salad and breadsticks.
Right on. So quiz question number 2. Is it a quartz or is it marble? So
Make sure to write quiz question number 2.
make sure you write quiz question number 2 on the comments, please. Quiz question number
Definitely.
2. What do we got? All right, lighting. Let's talk about lighting. Lighting is a key component to a bathroom.
Ooh, I can't tell you how lighting can change the whole room. Literally, it's different aspects that allow pretty much what you're using, your stone, your marble, your wood, whatever the case may be. It definitely pulls it in.
Yeah, I agree. So there's a couple tricky things. If you folks get, so in this scenario here, it's kind of easy to be able to light the room with sconces. But if you have a sconce or a pair of sconces, and then you've got like a vanity light, a sconce above the vanity, you got to be cognizant that you would have to have either a mirror or a recessed medicine cabinet. Otherwise, you'll get a shadow. If you look, if we go to the slide, you'll see that if you were to have a flush mounted medicine cabinet, it would literally be right underneath the edge of that glass, and it would give you a shadow, and it just wouldn't work. So keep that in mind when you're selecting your peripheral accessories, like your medicine cabinets. We always try and get the medicine cabinet off to the right, and then we'll put a mirror like you see here in these pictures, because it gives people a lot more options.
Definitely.
Now, with that said, if you want your medicine cabinet in the front, you can't get it recessed, we will gladly put a 4-inch LED recessed light right above you, and then that'll light you up pretty good.
Correct.
About that tub that we were talking about, the 6-foot tub, Robert says, pretty cool, but there's more value with a tub, real estate wise.
Huh.
Well, that's a good point. That's a good point.
That is a good point.
In this case, so look, there's in this case, you have both, right? I would say probably 80% of the jobs we're doing now, we're removing the tubs, and it's a shower only.
Yeah, people kind of like just getting in and out. Not everybody likes the idea of just being in their tub. But then it all depends on characteristics. But I'm a tub girl.
I like to get in the tub.
Yeah, why not?
Talk to my wife; she'll have a lot to say about that. Anyway, so let's move on. Let's go to kitchens. Let's talk some kitchen trends. Hey, folks, before we get into kitchens, let's take a quick break. Stay tuned and hear a message from our sponsor, us.
The kitchen you want today from Bay Cities Construction in the Southern California and Los Angeles area. There is no better company who takes time out of the equation to get you a detailed plan of what your new kitchen will look like. For $297, get your design plans done, your interior design plans done, and entire project scope done right now. Get your finished kitchen in 90 days or less. We are the best in the Los Angeles and Southern California area, and there's no need to shop anywhere else. Just get started with Bay Cities Construction. Go to baycitiesconstruction.com. That's Bay Cities Construction. Looking for a bathroom remodel in the Southern California and Los Angeles area? If you've shopped and you've looked at prices and have no clue where to start, let Bay Cities Construction get you started with a quote of $297. That's a $2,000 value plan for only $297. Get design, interior design, project scope, and know exactly what it will cost to get your bathroom remodeled. There is no guesswork and no need to shop around. Just take time out of the equation to get your new bathroom in 90 days. Get your estimate now at baycitiesconstruction.com. That's baycitiesconstruction.com.
Hey folks, we're back, and we're going to talk kitchen trends, right?
Sounds great.
All right, thanks for holding on through our messaging, our messages. Hey, so look, man, I mean, it's the tech age, right?
Yeah, everything has technology. These days, you can literally be able to Skype. You could be able to pretty much figure out what you have in your refrigerator. It's fantastic with where technology can definitely take you.
Cool. Yeah, so we're getting cubbies. We're getting requests for like little tech cubbies where we'll have like a USB hookup, and then you know what's important is to get a specialized circuit. So there's a surge protector that we can actually put in. There's a couple ways to do it. We can hide it, or because nobody wants like the typical one, which is orange, right? Like the one that is the universal color for it's a surge protector. But we can put a surge block on there now, and to keep your devices from protected. So let's talk about this. What do we got here? You picked this first slide here.
Yes. So I decided to pick refrigerators having to do with French doors. I saw this puppy at pretty much a local store where we can all
you can tell me.
Oh, is it okay?
Let's give him a free plug.
Best Buy, my favorite spot.
Best Buy?
Yeah, great credit card, by the way. I have to say that I really like the knock knock. So if you notice on your right hand side, there's actually a full on screen. It's very compatible. So what it does is actually tells you the time. It tells you the temperature of your food. It also allows you, when you're at the grocery store, hey, I don't know if I had milk. I went to the grocery store like 3 times. Now I can actually see where the milk is in my fridge. I could see, hey, if I have butter, which is fantastic. I don't have to buy things 3 to 4 times in a row. And it also allows me to stay communicated with my family, saying, hey, dinner's ready. And then everybody's pretty much compromised. We all know that teenagers and children obviously are on their phones constantly. So this is one of my favorite refrigerators. I've just now been in love with French doors, only for the fact of seeing everything visual-wise, instead of just having your freezer on your left-hand side and your refrigerator on the right-hand side. It allows for more space. You can see on your left-hand side also there is a water filtration system that pretty much, it's full. You could put in your container, your water bottle, wherever the case may be, and it's very slim. So when you open up when you open it up on the left hand side, the ice maker is actually very, very slim, that allows you to have more groceries. Bottom end, pretty in the middle, we have a divider that controls different vegetables, controls special herbs and spices. If you have, let's say a rosemary that you don't want to have it frozen, but you want it chilled, that is a great characteristic. On the bottom half, they also have a pizza box area where you could put on full-on pizza boxes in there. Me being a mom of a 10-year-old child, this boy loves pizza, and every time I put my pizza boxes in the freezer, I would always have to pretty much like put them in a little angle. But with this allows me to see what I want, grab it, and go and take care of my business and live my life. I love this refrigerator.
I think there's a lot of possibilities, right? Like you get hooked up to Amazon, i.e. Whole Foods, get your milk ordered, get your
And I think it's Google Assist too.
Yeah, I think that's the future, folks. I mean, the smart appliance. Look, you gotta get. You
gotta have the best.
Yeah, you gotta join. You gotta get into
Technology club.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Let's see what else we got going on here. So, kitchen trend number two. Definitely farmhouse type apron sinks, right?
Love.
Farmhouse / apron sinks.
Super traditional. Love it.
You know, it's like a throwback to like the 30s, right? I mean, that was kind of like the sink of the 30s.
Yeah.
So
and it's just a classic look too.
It's a totally classic look.
Yeah. This
is a kitchen actually that we did. We did a webinar on this kitchen, I think a few shows ago. But this is a Kohler sink, by the way. Beautiful Kohler sink. Folks, these sinks weigh like about 100 pounds. It's a cast iron setup. So you got to tell your cabinet maker that...
withhold that weight.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You got to make a specialized cabinet for that thing.
Definitely.
Classic appeal, nice tip top. A little bit of subway tiles in the back there.
Definitely.
It's a nice looking deal. So here's kind of a little bit more contemporary, kind of more modern...
It's the best of both worlds. We do have a flair of a farm sink as well as a contemporary blend too. I love farm sinks just because of the feel of the cast iron. That's something that pulls in the look. It's very it's a clean, smooth, glossy feel to it. It also allows me to use one side or the other instead of just using one sink. So it's always an A+ in my book.
The newer sinks, they're not like a single basin. If you look at the one on the left, right,
Yeah.
there's two wells. The one on the right looks like something you get from IKEA. You know, it looks kind of like an IKEA setup. But more so than anything, the trend is this apron sink setup. If you notice, the one on the left, it's not undermounted. It bumps up right to the stone, and I think that's actually lightweight concrete if I'm looking at that correctly. But kind of a cool setup. Two different looks, right? To the right looks real modern. To the left looks more classic.
Definitely.
It's interesting. All right, folks. I got to take you back to my beautiful masterpiece of last year. This is Kim Lyons' place from the celebrity trainer of The Biggest Loser. She was on The Biggest Loser. She's a super awesome lady. And this is her kitchen. We knocked down some walls.
Wow.
Tore up her place, and then we put it back together.
A lot of fun.
Now, I got to tell you guys, we will tear up your place, but I guarantee you we'll put it back together.
It's well worth it. Well worth the wait.
So let's talk a little bit about, let's talk a bit about this space, because there's a lot of stuff going on here.
And this is a kitchen that we did before you came on, but I just want to share with you what we have going on. It's a nice shot. The cooktop, definitely. So she has a small child, and it's in the island. And you know, she was concerned that her baby, her beautiful little baby boy, good-looking kid by the way, would get burned. So this setup here is basically it only gets hot when you put a pot on it, right? So that's one deal. And then she didn't want any obstruction. Plus, her husband is like 6'3". He makes Arnold Schwarzenegger look like Danny DeVito. Exactly. That's a good comparison. There was a movie about that. So dude's like huge, right? But and he's tall.
Yeah.
So when you put the extractor, right, a lot of times you can, especially in a setup like this where you can walk around it, you could potentially hit your head, and it's an obstruction to the view.
To the look of the, yeah, definitely.
For sure. So that she bought this thing over at Ferguson. I forget the brand of it, but we'll get it in the description. Anyway, this thing is super. It has a tremendous motor. It has great suction of the cooking odors and smoke. So it works really good. It took 4 guys about 4 hours.
Dedication at its best.
To get this thing in here.
The little guy.
The little, oh yeah, and it required our smallest dude, I mean, our little dude, he's like 4 foot tall. He was up in that little attic in there, like, it was crazy.
Wow.
It was crazy. It was quite a challenge to get this thing in. Now, not everybody's going to have enough space to get in there, but this job, it worked out okay. So appliance-wise, those are kind of like the 2 really cool features. She had a built-in refrigerator, which is pretty normal now, but these 2 appliances I thought were pretty cool. And the setup is to entertain. You see, it's a totally open floor plan, which is what you wanted.
I just love it. It allows the room to pretty much be very conversational. Let's say if I'm cooking in the kitchen island, I could be able to talk to my my guests, and I don't feel like I'm distracted with a wall or whatever the case may be. And let's say I could put some chairs up to it and serve my guests right then and there. And also the cabinet allows for storage, so you do see that there's plenty of storage in the kitchen island.
Yep.
I love the mediums of the gray with the marble and the hardware. It just really brings a contemporary flair. But bringing some great mediums to it.
Yeah, this I agree. We also made the slab look really thick. It's kind of like exaggerated. Actually, I take it back. That slab is that thick. So typically, like in our table here, we'll do an edge profile that's a little bit thicker. For that slab, we just polished the edge. It was pretty cool. My only concern was when we first brought that slab over is the weight. But I had a very lengthy conversation with the cabinet guy, and he was like, no, dude, those cabinets, they're solid because we use plywood, solid plywood sides. So it definitely held the weight. Yeah. So, beautiful. I mean, you know, it was, it's a nice stone, heavy stone. Luckily the flooring, sometimes folks keep in mind that if you're going to add a lot of weight, if you have a big island like this, you got to make sure that the floor has the engineering for the weight. But definitely. In this case, we double checked with our engineer, and we got a green light for that. So that's what we got here. Let's see what else we got. Oh, this going back to the Figueroas.
Yes.
This is our original kitchen. Another one that we did last year. Tip top kitchen. Tip top. And I'm not saying that because it's our kitchen. It just really came out pretty good. So take a look at the appliances, right? It's kind of the appliance section of the conversation. So this is all the Genair setup, Genair hood, Genair stove. It's got a griddle thing, so you can make flapjacks and stuff, and it's got 4, 5, 6 burners on the left of that. So it's truly, and it's got a pot filler. See this?
Well, you can tell that this person loves to cook. Definitely.
Absolutely. Their family's huge. Every Sunday they come over. So Mr. Figueroa, I think we have a picture of him on Facebook. Yeah. Sweetest old man. When they came out, okay, so his daughter, the reason, I'll just tell you a quick story about this. The daughter, Mr. Figueroa's daughter, gave me a call and said, hey, listen, I want to remodel my dad's house, his kitchen and stuff. Yeah. And, how do we do this? You're going to come out and give me an estimate. I'm like, well, no, the first meeting's here at our office. She's like, okay. Well, who should go? And I was like, well, you should bring whoever is involved in making the decision to do the kitchen, right? She's like, okay. And that's all. She left it at that. We booked the time. So she rolls in, and it had to be later in the day so her sister could make it. So they were. I think we had a meeting for like 6:30 or something. Which was a little late, but
Yeah.
I stuck around for them. And so it was her sister's husband, Mr. Figueroa, her. It was like a group of people in here. They like shut up, and I was like, "Hi, we're here." I'm like, "Okay."
Everybody's input is well spoken.
In this case, so the reason I even tell you the story is because every Sunday they all come over to his house and they have a meal together. So it's
That's
pretty cool.
amazing.
That's
That's a
cool.
lot of family love right there, definitely.
Yeah. So anyway, this was the end of the deal. Hey, so some of you may cheat. Some of you, there may be some cheaters out there, but I got a Home Depot card. If you can tell me what the floor is. Is it real wood or is it porcelain? Is it real wood or is it porcelain? That's quiz question number 3, right? Quiz question number 3. So let us know what you got. What you got with you?
Thank Lydia for her response.
Oh yeah, we want to thank Lydia for your response was it for question 2?
Question 2.
Beautiful. Thank you, Lydia.
So this is basically the trend now, is basically removing the wall. There was a continuation of this wall here. We cut it back, opened it up, and there's normally an island in play when you do that.
Of course.
Kitchen trend number 4. Dark and mysterious countertops.
With a bold look.
With a bold look. So what do you think about this? What do you think about this setup here?
I like the 17th century flair we have a French fluted leg on the left-hand side of the kitchen island. The black pretty much speaks the majority of the room, other than our faucet, which is very uniquely done. And then also, I want to just say it's the hardware. So we have open cabinetry with the dark countertop. It really allows everything else to be the body of the room, I want to say.
Looks cool. I just have one word.
Yeah.
Water spots. If you have OCD,
This is the worst ever.
you're
Like,
gonna go crazy. If you're like me, I don't have OCD. But
I do.
yeah, if you have OCD, you're gonna go loco.
Me and the boyfriend do.
You're gonna loco. You get white rings.
We are going to be cleaning all day.
Yeah. Hey, but look, man, some people, they love it. I've installed
Yeah.
some solid black setup, and they look great. There's a special sealer that's like lightly toxic, but it seals it really good. It smells really bad when we first put it on. People are like, "Holy smokes!" I'm like, "No, you gotta give it 24 hours
To linger out.
But it makes it gives it a real nice luster finish, and it definitely cuts down on the water spots. So I can't give you the name of said high VOC liquid, but there is such a subtle treatment for reducing water rings. All right, let's see what else we got. Oh, here's another kind of take up, right?
Yeah.
There's another take. This looks pretty nice.
I actually love it. Is that a two-tone paint? So the cabinets are a different color than the island?
Yeah, I think the island's white and the other stuff is kind of like a creamy, right?
Yeah, I love it. And we could also see that the kitchen island literally speaks for a dining table as well.
Yeah.
You could pull up your children, allow them to pretty much eat comfortably. And then pretty much you could be the star of the show. This is pretty much a theater piece. And our theater is definitely speaking the island.
Yeah, it looks pretty nice. I think it
love
looks
it.
cool. It's especially down here in the South Bay. A lot of even in smaller kitchens. This is a huge kitchen.
Yeah.
Right? But having a little seating area at the island is a cool little feature.
It definitely is, especially if you don't want to just have to go to the dining table. You can have a good conversation. A majority of people, when they do have a guest over, it's 1 or 2 people. So with a kitchen island, I love the idea of pulling up some chairs and allowing it to be more of a formal setting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you're cooking also in the holidays and you have some family members, they also, the kitchen during the holidays, right? It's like it's like the hub.
Yeah,
It's like
it
the hub.
literally is.
So it's kind of a cool little feature
love
there.
it.
Kitchen trend number 5, mix and match finishes. So this is a little bit more pronounced, right, than the previous one, right?
Correct.
Like the island's definitely a different color.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, with that being said, we do have a lot of yellow undertones, and a lot of great lighting, recessed lighting underneath the cabinets, that pretty much You really don't need any recess, I mean, other than controlling certain light aspects. But I kind of like the mix. As long as you have something to pretty much pick up with that gray. I always say let's do a decor or something that could pull in that gray so the mediums blend in. But the pretty much the stone is speaking for itself for the island, definitely. And it's tones of gray. And then around it we have a buttermilk yellow. We have some great lighting as well.
So what do you guys think the material is for the island? Do you think it's quartz or do you think it's marble? What do you guys think? Share your comments below. I'm not going to give you any freebies for that, but I do want to know what you think.
Yeah.
Hey, folks, she brought up a good point. The flooring in there is wood. It looks like either an engineered wood or some type of a hand-scraped oak.
Yeah.
We are going to be doing a show over the next few weeks that's going to be only on flooring. We're going to be showcasing urban floors. We're going to, today I met with the rep, and he's going to set us up with a bunch of samples. We're going to review some of them.
Can't wait.
We're really excited about that. So, make sure you tune in for that.
Yeah.
So this is pretty cool. You've got, you got a little staining, you got a little paint, a couple different tones, and then you've got some dark pulls that make everything kind of pop, right?
Yeah.
So it's pretty interesting deal.
Yeah.
What do we got here? So continuing the theme of multicolor.
Yes.
So same deal. Gray. We did a gray kitchen, not two-tone, but we did a single-tone kitchen. Check out. Can you guys tell us where the refrigerator is on the shot to the right?
Ooh.
There is a refrigerator in that shot. It's kind of like Wells.
I've already found it.
We are playing. Where is Waldo with the refrigerator?
Where is the refrigerator?
Where be the refrigerator at? Quiz question number 4, but I'm not going to give you a cup of coffee for that. I'm not going to give you a cup of coffee for that. All right, check it out. Hey, so this one has gold. The next, look at the faucet, right? It's gold. It's very
Love
Donald
gold.
Trumpish. But without the shine. 'Cause it's
Yes,
kind of a
without
matte.
the shine, I'll take away the shine.
Come on, Donald, man. We're not everybody rags you, man. We're just
I
talking.
know.
We're just talking about faucets
Just
here.
design, nothing more.
Just talking about faucets. Here. All right, so you got a little gold, a little bling, right?
Love
Just a little
the
subtle
gold.
bling. That's kind of a cool trend. Cool. No, who did that faucet? I think it's Newport Brass.
Wow.
Newport Brass did that
Speaks
faucet.
volumes right there.
It's a cool little piece. Nice little technique for getting attention, on an island.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, definitely. And I love how the pools, we also have I think it's more of a farm style lighting. Put in mind, you can use a sheen or a metallic or a gold or a pewter. Anything that will pop in, blend in with contemporary, allows it to be a little bit more elaborate. Again, if you look at the hardware, it kind of looks like a bamboo contemporary flare. And then also, if you're also looking into the lighting, the font, the faucet, and then there's some different mediums as well. Don't be afraid to mix and match. It's nice. Like our last photo, we had knobs and we had pulls. It all depends on your characteristic and then also what's inside, how functioning, how well that can actually take you.
Yeah, right on.
Yeah.
Agreed. Hey, notice just to draw, I just kind of caught my eye.
Yeah.
You notice that you got some drawer banks, both to the right and the left of the stove. That's definitely a technique that we use all the time. And then you've got like a flat set of drawers. If you have like a wolf setup like this is kind of mimicking something you would see at a restaurant, right?
Definitely. Full range.
Yeah. So
Right.
so just keep in mind that it is a little tricky with some of these appliances. By the way, you should always put together the model numbers for your contractor, because your contractor needs to know the model numbers of your appliances so you can build the cabinets around
And
them.
sizes as well. And weight, all those different characteristics play a big role, huge role.
Absolutely. Let's see what you got. So this is a very common question that we get all of the time, Allie. You're going to get it from many of the folks you meet with. They're going to ask us, do we need permits? There's some people that are cool with permits. There's some people that would like to not get permits. And then there's some people that are just a little strange about the permit thing. Like they just don't want the permits. They don't want the man coming into their house.
Well, the man could take care of things. I can tell you what, let him in your home. He will take care of it and allow you to know what we need to know before we can start the job.
So for sure, if you're going to get a kitchen remodel or bathroom remodel, you need to have permits. So if you're going to get any walls removed, you're going to have engineering. If you're going to add square footage, you need to have engineering done for sure and permits. If you're going to change anything structurally, yes. Does it increase the price? Yes. But it's necessary. So luckily for you, you don't have to go shopping for your own engineer.
Literally.
Because we will handle that for you. We have a team of folks here we work with. So what do you guys think? You guys enjoying the show? Do we have any comments or questions?
Yeah, that would be cool to hear.
Lydia says it's next to the oven. I think she's talking about the refrigerator.
Yeah, you found it, Lydia. It was. And it was a great cabinet, though, right?
That was a great cabinet.
It doesn't allow the refrigerator to be its own. You could kind of camouflage
Yeah,
it.
we'll go back to. She
Yeah.
found it. She spoiled it for those of you that
did.
that were mystified by the whole
She's
thing.
really good. Good job, Lydia. We're proud of you.
We may even send you a cup of coffee for that.
Yeah, literally.
All right, appliance reviews, refrigerators. Let's see what we got. What do we got?
Got it. So we have some KitchenAid. We also have our, well, pretty much with the KitchenAid on the left-hand side, you have the filtration as well as the two drawers in the middle are large compared to the other refrigerators. I also like the stainless steel look. They actually have a characteristic where you don't, pretty much your little fingertips, you don't need to wash that. For some reason, it has a special coating that allows your fingerprints not to be shown on the refrigerator as well. There's controls having to do with a cleaner, I think it's a cool system that allows it to sub-zero with no plastic. I think it's a stainless steel inside that allow it to be more colder and more faster instead of the standard plastic.
Yeah.
It's a fancy cat, so we do know that it is sold for about close to $4,000. You do have a pretty much a French door. We have a filtration system on the left-hand side, and you have two closed drawers that allow you to organize on exactly what you would like. Great handles, by the way. So just in case you have something in your hand, you can definitely pull that out easy. And I love the color. It's matte gray. You can't go wrong with that. If you're looking into something with French doors, which I absolutely love, this is one of my favorites.
So are these drawers here, are they freezer or is this refrigerator doors?
No, they're kind of like chill. So you can allow your fruits and your vegetables to be temperatured differently, which I love because my grapes and my strawberries are always the ones getting frozen burnt, and I have to eat them really quick. But it would be nice to keep my sale items where they need to be, and so I don't have to continue to keep buying strawberries.
So okay, so with that said, with the feature for fingerprint less, and then she's absolutely right about those handles on those KitchenAids. They're pretty
Beautiful.
They're very comfortable. They're nice, especially if you're getting a little bit older in age, a little arthritis kicking in.
Huge, yeah, definitely.
It's a nice big handle.
Yeah,
it's
even
easy
for
to
the
operate.
kids.
And so, what do you think of the price point compared to like Wolf or Jenner? Right, it's a lot less.
It is a lot less compared. If
what you get.
Yeah, but it also has a great chef look to it.
Absolutely.
Like if you
I
were in
agree.
a restaurant, which I'm always looking forward to the nice, elaborate design look. What really pulls it in is the hardware.
Nice. So okay, so from a star rating perspective, from 1 like you don't like it, 1 star you don't like it, 4 star you really like it. What do you think this refrigerator earns?
I'm pretty much at the 4. I do like the technology, by the way, because we are living in an age where everything is technology. I do love that you have the filtration system regarding your water bottles, because you know that typically it would be about 6 to 8 inches or even 10. Look at that. We have all that space to be able to fill big bottles of water. And it's also going to put the cost down. If you're buying water bottles all the time, you have the filtration system right there. I also looked at the warranty. You do actually have an extra filter that comes with it, and some of them do come with subscription. So that's nice to be able to have that as well.
Nice. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. Ooh. Oh, so this is just another shot of.
Yeah.
Or no, this is another one because there's a drawer set up. It is a KitchenAid though.
Yeah, but there's 2 different versions. So I want to put in mind the first version actually is one of them that have the second panel. You'll see that there's a drawer left and right, and then on the bottom freezer. For the next photo, we do have just the one that has the French doors and freezer. There literally is about 3 different versions of these. You can have the black, you have the gray, you have French doors with just the French doors or the extra drawers. One thing I loved, again, I'm going to put in mind, if you look on your left-hand side, you could be able to see all your frozen vegetables, all your frozen compartments in, because knowing as a mom, hey, I don't want to search to see, hey, do I have corn? Do I have broccoli? I could visually see it. And then also with the, we actually have 2 extra drawers. I've noticed while researching this, there was only 1 drawer. So I like that you can have the 2 different compatibilities to be able to put more stuff in the freezer for things that are small so they don't get lost.
That's a really cool feature. I agree.
Yeah.
I think it's really neat. So what do we got here? This is refrigerator number 2, an LG.
Got it. For with the LG, it is particular. So one thing different we see about this, it is a French door. But on your left-hand side, you can actually control your ices and your waters. If you're a fancy cat and you like your little ice and you like your cubed ice, hey, if that's up your ballpark, this is all for you. One thing also I want to say, on your right, we also have a separation of the drawer. Just in case you are losing a lot of that storage in your doors, you can actually fill in and store right there. We have it divided. I believe also, if you don't quote me, let me take a look. Yeah, we got another slim ice maker that also is huge. So you can also fill some more stuff in there. We have an organization continent with 3 fixed shelves, 4 split shelves. It provides ample storage. So majority of these storage drawers actually they move. So you can actually push it in, push it out, all depending on what you need with it.
Cool. That seems, for the price point, it has a ton of features, right?
Yeah, it does. I really like the door, how it's divided. And then I do know with this one particularly, you can get 22 bags of groceries in there, which is crazy. I thought to myself, I need to go to Costco.
Well, look, hey, there's 2 options, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you can go to Costco, get yourself 22 bags of groceries.
Hey.
For let's say $100, right? Or you can go to the Whole Foods, and for $100 you get half a bag, and you need a smaller refrigerator.
Hey, why get strawberries when I can just get a few?
All right, let's go to refrigerator number 3.
Got
the
it.
Samsung.
So Samsung, I have to say this is my number 1 refrigerator. While going into Best Buy, for some odd comparative reason, I gravitated to this. I love my music. I love cooking while I'm listening to music. A little bit of salsa, a little bit of cumbia. And it also allows to know my weather. So just in case, hey, Mama Bear Fierce, on Friday I'm thinking for my kids, do you guys need jackets? It allows for everything to be updated. I could check in my emails. I could check in with my kids, let them know where dinner's applying. We could also look in for our music.
Little Pandora action.
Yeah,
there.
a little Pandora action, which is my favorite. Things like that make the product so much worth the price. It really does.
I got to tell you, the technology integration that's coming through the pipeline now is pretty cool. I'm pretty excited. I think we have yet to see the future of how this plays out, right? You know, if you consider how much food we throw away because it goes bad.
Oh, yeah.
I know that restaurants are right now testing. Well, they're testing they're testing software that has a series of alerts based on weights of how long it's been there. Like, you know, so basically you can set in your first in, first out type of thing, right? Like, so like if your strawberries are a few days old and it looks like, you know, you got...
They're about to go down.
They're about to go down.
Yeah.
You know, it'll send you a little alert. Hey, freeze them, make some smoothies with them.
That's amazing.
We throw away a lot of food in this country.
Do you know
right?
stats about throwing away food? I mean, I could tell you, you don't want to throw away the food, but it does have a lifespan about it. But this, in a way, will make your life easy as a mom. You don't have to think about, where are those strawberries? Are they in the back of the fridge? Wherever the case may be. Hey, it takes a lot of my to-do list out. So I love it.
For sure. You know, we were at a town in Vegas last week, and my wife ordered food. My daughter stayed with my mother-in-law right at the house.
Yeah.
And my wife was able to fill the fridge with my daughter's favorite food by on her phone. So, I mean, you know, can you imagine if you basically put that on autopilot based on when your refrigerator tracks your food, like how much has been consumed or how much is going to get tossed, and it just automatically puts an order in.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty cool for convenience, right?
Scary berry.
Yeah. That's going to be cool.
Yeah.
Pretty exciting stuff. Nice
Definitely.
setup. I think the LED lighting too.
Oh, huge factor.
It's
Huge
awesome, right?
factor.
It's awesome.
You could definitely see lighting wherever you go. The layout is very clean and well organized. There isn't the divider drawer. I understand that. But one thing I really do like about it is more of the organization. If you look on your left-hand side, the second drawer, you can actually pull that in and out, and you can adjust that. So let's say I have a very tall thing of milk or some wine that needs to be chilled. We can definitely have that height requirement, so I don't have to automatically put it towards the door. The drawers in the middle allow for pretty much to be very changed.
That's cool.
Very good.
That's really cool. Appliance, folks, makes all the difference.
Trust us.
We've got a few more little slides to share with you. This is the beast at the Figueroa house. 2 ovens, griddle, 6 cooktop, and a pot filler. Look at this
So
thing.
amazing.
It's pretty amazing.
Oh,
It's
man.
great. I can't tell you how much they paid for that thing.
I
It's
don't want to
it's-
know.
It's rude to talk about somebody else's money spending, but
Yeah, but they're happy. That's what
they're
matters,
beyond
right? Mm-hmm.
happy. They're totally stoked. Yeah, they're totally stoked. They got the whole Gen Air set up. You know that Gen Air will invite folks over to a cookout at some of their showrooms. It's pretty cool.
Oh,
pretty
to
cool.
just to show pretty much how their appliances are being used.
Yeah, they'll invite you to cook you over little tapas type of situation for
Yeah.
dinner. So this is the Wolf setup over at Kim Lyon's house.
Okay.
It's an induction. Induction, pretty cool deal.
Yeah.
A couple of close-ups. She did get some KitchenAid for the rest of the setup. And I won't throw out, like, where's her refrigerator? I think we'll figure it out.
That's a fancy refrigerator. No one would know.
Got a nice little setup here with a microwave. Kind of sneaky, a little sneaky.
Yeah, but very contemporary and clean, by the way.
So this is another job. I don't mean to confuse you. This is the job in Redondo Beach. They kept their stove. They had a nice stove. Got a new refrigerator, and this is the Conlon family. Real nice, really awesome family. So if you want to learn more, you want to get yourself geared up, get ready, your knowledge base ready
And you are
for
hungry.
a major remodel.
Yeah.
If you are hungry for a remodel, we invite you to visit baycitiesconstruction.com, our blog page. We have I think we have over 400 blog articles now.
well,
actually.
that's pretty impressive. So you could pick your choose.
Absolutely. Folks, this is for you. I have spent literally tens of thousands of dollars over the life of this website creating content for you so that you can be ready for your remodel
And well informed.
and well informed.
Yeah.
You know, hey, look, when you're spending the kind of money that most of these remodels cost, right? Kitchen remodel, bathroom remodel, home addition, you know, you really need to have a little bit of information, right?
Oh, knowledge is power in this matter.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So this is for you, folks. This is our gift to you. We want you to consume the pages. In fact, when you are setting up your initial consultation with us, we will require you to read some of this content so that you will be better prepared.
Correct.
It's for your own good. We have hundreds of articles here at baycitiesconstruction.com/blog. And if you're researching us, you're researching a particular topic, and you decide that you want to schedule a meeting with us, please fill in the quote section. Do we have any questions, anything pending on our feed here, Brian? What do we got going on? Any comments? For those of you, do you have any questions on what you've seen so far?
Yeah,
We'd love to
that's-
answer your
that's a good
questions
point.
before we wrap up this show.
Somebody asked about the project in Redondo Beach where you made it the open floor plan kitchen.
Yep.
Did you need building permits for that?
Absolutely. We had to do full set of permits. We did architectural engineering. We actually laid out the front of the house. So for those of you who have some questions about what are the plans that you need, whenever you're removing a wall, you have to show the existing space.
Correct.
You have to show the wall that you're removing, and then you have to show what the solution is going to be for that wall that's gone.
Yeah.
So you have to, the engineer will put together a plan that will transfer the weight from the wall that was,
And
if it's
disperse
a
it.
load bearing, and disperse it appropriately. So that's part of the. You got another question? Got another question?
Yeah, do open floor plan kitchens, when you remove walls,
Yep.
do they affect your property tax?
No.
No.
Absolutely not.
Why would that happen?
Well, a lot of times the property taxes, the houses get reassessed
Okay.
when there's a home addition. When you're
Okay.
adding square footage to the house, you may get reassessed. But If you're not adding square footage, no problem with the property tax situation. So folks, for those of you researching us, here's our license number. We've been in business for 15 years, serving Southern California. We'd love to talk to you about your design. We'd love to talk to you about any issues you have that require architectural engineering. We are a full service turnkey operation. We will represent you with the city, pull your permits for you, manage your project, design your project.
Yes.
We'll handle everything for you. Do we have any other questions, folks? Any other questions? Come on, folks. Send us the questions.
Please.
In fact, so let's go. This is some of the areas that we've been. The areas you'll find reviews on us, right? And what I want to share with you, this is a special offer for this show, since we're talking about design. We will give you free commentary if you send us your pictures of your project, of your proposed project. Send us pictures of your kitchen, your bathroom, your house. Send them to brian@baycitiesconstruction.com. That's brian@baycitiesconstruction.com. Send us maybe 5-10 pictures.
Yeah,
right?
and different scales, different views, maybe some inspirations as well. We always like to pull in things that you like, anything that can pull in that whole idea.
Yeah,
as a whole.
send us some of the pictures of your space, and maybe send us a copy of your Pinterest board, and we can talk and see what your design ideas you have. We have a question?
We have another question from Los Angeles. It says, is it cheaper to hire an interior designer than a contractor, or just hiring a contractor?
That's a great question. An interior designer will be a lot more expensive. We have Ali on board. We also have Caesar on board to help you make your selections so that we can get going with your project.
Yeah,
Okay?
and it definitely will pull it all together so it blends in beautiful with your concept.
Yeah. This is for you, folks. We make the design be to your taste. We don't just kind of railroad
Cookie
you.
cutter or anything
Yeah,
like
we don't
that.
cookie
No,
cutter. We
no.
don't railroad you. You're going to get the perfect look that you want based on your tastes.
Yes.
We'll use your inspiration pictures and give you a beautiful project. Any other questions? Any
Yeah,
other
we have
comments?
another question from Lydia. She says,
Hey, Lydia.
should I purchase the materials myself, or should the contractor buy them for me?
So that's a great question.
Materials, meaning.
Like they want to buy like their tile or their cabinets.
Oh,
or something
okay.
like that.
Okay.
Drywall.
Yeah.
So there's some good points and there's some bad points. The good point of it is that in some cases, if you do it right, you will save some money because there won't be any markup on the material.
Correct.
Okay.
I could see that.
So this is the drawback. The drawback is that their contractor is not going to want to warranty any of the stuff that you buy. So if you choose tile that's at a square, it's defective. If you choose a glass tile that ends up cracking a little bit later,
Then-
it can be a little bit of a nightmare.
Yeah, definitely. I could see
So it's always nice to be able to hold one person accountable for the outcome, whether it's a good outcome or a bad
Yeah,
outcome.
either way. And it's well organized. You know where all your stuff is. You don't have to go through someone to know what the warranty is or replacement pieces. One person knows all of that.
Absolutely. So we like doing it that way. In our case, we will buy everything for you, and we're responsible for the whole thing, the good, the bad, and the ugly. But it's going to be beautiful.
Yes.
We have another question?
One more question from Martha. I think she's in Redondo Beach. She says, I live in Redondo Beach and my kitchen is tiny. What are some ideas to make better use of my small kitchen space?
Light colors?
Light colors, great lighting. Lighting coming from outside, but also recessed lighting as well. Choosing a different color palette. Let's say you've been doing traditional brown. Let's spice it up a little bit. Let's make it a little bit lighter. Let's do an ivory, or let's pull in something that gives it more of a open perspective versus a closed perspective.
Absolutely. You may have to knock down a wall.
Yeah.
Whoa, yeah, you may have to do it.
You
have
may.
to
Just a little bit.
You don't always have to.
Yeah.
We will always design towards your budget. That's
Correct.
our goal,
Never
our
wanna
mandate. Now,
overwhelm.
sometimes people get a little out of hand or design, and they end up spending a little bit more on the materials that they wanted to. But ultimately, it is what you as the customer chooses. It is to make you happy, for you to love your space.
Yes.
Yeah, one last question. We'll take one last question before we wrap up the show.
One last question from Lauren. She says, how can I make sure I get the perfect look?
You have to be involved.
Definitely.
You don't have to know exactly what you want, but you have to be involved, and you got to get whoever else is involved in making the decision. So your spouse, you got to get them involved in the decision-making process. We have a really good process for helping you pick stuff out, and we'd love to talk to you about it. Remember, folks, again, we will be doing a free I don't know, a free assessment of your space. Send your pictures to Brian at baycitiesconstruction.com. Follow us on Facebook. Share us on Facebook. We would love to answer any questions. If you're watching this after the show is live, please, you can still comment. We'll respond to all of your comments and your questions. Do we have anything else here? What do we got? So I guess this is kind of the end to the show.
All right.
This is Ali and Alex reminding you, you don't need a contractor. You need a team of pros.
Sounds great. Have a good evening.
Good night.
Bye.
Looking for a bathroom remodel in the Southern California, Los Angeles area? If you've shopped and you've looked at prices and have no clue where to start, let Bay Cities Construction get you started with a quote of $297. That's a $2,000 value plan for only $297. Get design, interior design, project scope, and know exactly what it will cost to get your bathroom remodeled. There is no guesswork and no need to shop around. Just take time out of the equation to get your new bathroom in 90 days. Get your estimate now at baycitiesconstruction.com. That's baycitiesconstruction.com.
Hey everybody, I'm here to give you our special offer. I'm glad that you waited to the whole show. If you contact our office and book a design agreement for a kitchen or bathroom design, we're going to do it for $297. $297. Go ahead and send us an email, or actually you can put in your information on baycitiesconstruction.com. Just type in what services you're looking for and we'll set you up with a special offer. This is a $2,000 offer, okay folks? So we're doing this as kind of a month, end of month flash sale. It's not open to the public. We're not advertising anywhere else. So please go ahead, and if you're ready to get started with your kitchen or bathroom remodel, give us your send us your information on baycitiesconstruction.com. You can also email your pictures to Brian at baycitiesconstruction.com. My name is Alex with Bay Cities Construction, welcoming you to baycitiesconstruction.com. See you next week at 5:30 on Tuesday afternoon.
My name's Alex Rodriguez reminding you, you don't need a contractor. You need a team of pros.